intersection of my deepest needs. You were there, I knew, now you know.
Hi there, Aquarius. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your weekly reading. Back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been here a long time, welcome back. Eight of Wands, Nine of Swords as your overall energy. So Eight of Wands is a period where we felt so overwhelmed by something. It's a bit different in a traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, you know, because in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it talks about communications. It talks about making things fast. Traditional, it also indicates sex, passions, lessons, all that stuff. But in Eight of Wands in here, in this particular deck of mine, you've been trying to manifest something, or you wanted to know about something, or you wanted to make things happen really quickly. But in the end, you guys are kind of like quite overwhelmed by the consequences of it. And for some reasons, you guys are like the Nine of Swords right now. So you're having to deal a lot with your thoughts. You're overthinking it, actually. To be honest with you, though, you're overthinking whatever it is that you just took back. You know what I'm saying? So you try to do something, you try to probably communicate, or you're trying to find something, or you're trying to make something happens like really, really fast and what have you, because you want to have a forward movement in your relationship sector. But by the end of the day, you know, the consequences or the feedback of it was something that you were not expecting. Do I got the challenges? But I love that Chariot energy, you know, as your last card there, because it really does indicate that you really want to move forward with or without them. But in the end, you really want to be a better person that you were, you know, last year. And you really want to be involving yourself with tons and tons of better people that you were involving in last year. So what is your overall challenge? Is that you have the Ace of Pentacles and you also have the World card there. So Ace of Pentacles indicates, you know, a period. Because here's the thing, the overall challenge is different than the overall energy in the past, present, future. Like the overall challenge is like the overall challenge of the relationship that I could never pinpoint who's doing what to who. But somebody in this relationship is forgetting the value or the reason why they love this person in the first place, why they were interested with this person in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because every time we fall for somebody, every time we make friends with somebody, every time we befriend somebody, we have a reason. Oh wow, like I really like you because you're like this. I love you because you're like this. For some reasons, Saturn's, the limitations, the boundaries, the obstacles that may get in the way. Sorry, I've been talking a lot, sorry. Obstacles that has been getting in the way in this relationship, and the hardship and all that is kind of like fogging them into seeing, or fogging you into seeing what made you fall for this person in the first place. Their unique selling proportions, the value that you like about them so much, or the value that they like about you so much. Take a deep breath in, Aquarius. I feel very, very anxious, shuffling. So they have the Page of Swords and also the Five of Swords from their side in the past. So it's a very, very harsh card. Yes, it's a very harsh card. Five of Swords is harsh. You know what I mean? It's like somebody who's trying to one-up you, trying to have an upper hand of the situations. Before you hurt me, I hurt you first. Cutting off, being very, very harsh. And in every deck that I own, I believe, there's always one person who is winning, and then multiple people who get hurt. So it's a very harsh energy. Every human being are accompanied by two beings, you know. They're accompanied by two, either spirit guides or angels with them. Even one of those spirit guides or one of those angels is shutting down his or her eyes because of how mean that is. But it comes to you really, really strongly. It could be a harsh statement, or somebody really ghosted you. Somebody really did a very, very harsh things for you. whatever that is, it was really harsh. So no wonder you have that Nine of Swords. You still do have the after effects of that. What you wanted to do in the past was actually to collaborate with them, to really see things in a bigger picture. How can we fix this? How can we go around this? How can we make this happen? How can we find the silver lines? How can we compromise? Because yes, you guys haven't been hurt, but you feel that, you know what, like I really want to lay down my weapon right now, and I really want to be talking to you. But then you met somebody who is very, very harsh. Page of Swords always fight for a cause, especially in this particular deck of mine. As you can see, this page right here, he has a book. So it's either this is a relationship that has been going on for a very long time and they've been bottling up or holding on like to a lot of their feelings, but they write it down either in their diaries or in their mental notebook about the wrong things that you've been doing to them, or anything that they feel hurt by you, or maybe your commentaries is hurting them, but they never really say it out loud or what have you. And now it comes to a boiling point that it's really harsh coming to your way. And when you are in a mood to compromise, when you're in a mood to lower down your weapon, you're being met by something who's attacking you when you're not even holding a weapon, if that makes sense. Lima kartu masa sekarang. Let's see what's going on in the now. Justice. But if this is like a newer person that you've been dealing with, somebody that you've been dating, one of the reasons why this person is acting funny is because Page of Swords is always an orphan of the deck. You know, ever since he was little, he was always self-sufficient. He will always do things by his own because he's the only person, or she's the only person that she could depend on. So she doesn't trust strangers easily. You know what I'm saying? And the harder you approach, the blinder I might strike back, like the Charles Stephen poem. So there are fears that is associated in this person. If you guys have been just recently dating, and then you're wondering what is up, it's just that they're fear that they're getting hurt. The Lover's card, Death card, King of Pentacles. What I do love about you is that all of your cards are in a preposition, Aquarius, right? So you feel the need that you are in a crossroad, which way you want to choose. And I feel like you're really choosing to go into a rebirth process, you know, where you feel that you really need to let go of the things that has been burdening you. You really want to let go of the things that you have been holding on to for dear life. This person is not stopping right there. I mean, if this person were to ask you to change, you would want to change. It depends on your intention. If you want to move on from this person, then the thing that you're letting go, the thing that you're transforming is your feelings for them. But if it's like your intention is still wanting to be with them, then the thing that you're transforming will probably like a little bit of your stubbornness, and you would want to compromise right now. But this person is not backing down in the now. Justice accompanied by the Queen of Wands in reverse is not a beautiful combination. Especially if this is a relationship that has been going on for quite a while. This person is too impatient to wait for karma for you because they really do feel that you've hurt them before. So, yeah. But you're no longer wanting to be dealing with this energy. You know what I mean? Like when they're acting that harsh, when they're really kind of like seems to be so up against you, you're like, I don't want to be engaging in this anymore because it's exhausting. Rather than me engaging to it, I'd rather just be focusing on my pentacles or my money or food or comfort or what have you. But you find ways to comfort yourself during this hard time, right? because it's like the universe really made you into that crossroad, which one you want to choose. And I really love the fact that all of your cards comes up in upright position in here. Although there's still pain, although there's still a little bit of a mental anxieties there, but it's good. It's good. But the thing is that the persona that you're showing to them, yes, you being King of Pentacles, as if like you got everything under control, as if like everything that they're doing to you and now it's not affecting them, it makes them even angrier. It's like, how is this fair? Some of you are dealing with somebody who is playing the victim, you know, because the way that I see this, they're not the only one who get hurt too. You got hurt too. Yeah. So with you having this persona of being this King of Pentacles, somebody who's stable, who got things under control, it kind of like makes them boiled even more. And they're thinking of doing a certain type of thing to get a reaction out of you too. Again, just so that it's like, oh, you're a King of Pentacles. Oh, you're stable. You're okay. You're unbothered by me. Well, let's see if I do this. Will you still be bothered or not? You know, that type of stuff. May makartu masa depan. That means past, present, and future. Ace of Wands. Three of Cups. Four of Wands. Beautiful, Aquarius. Hanged Man. Five of Wands. Oh, how the table will turn. How the table will turn. You're so, you know, the thing that you find comfort in right now is very comforting for you. It has a really great healing power for you. And it also have enough fuel to really make you push through and move forward with your life. Yes. In the future, when you're all passive, when you're all acting like you're unbothered, like you are acting right now, when you're being so blank, you know what I'm saying? Like no emotions, nothing, seemingly on the surface, I mean, not in the inside. This person will then get the message that, you know, doing these type of harsh things to you, it's not going to be resulting in anything good in their favor or into the favor of this relationship, if that makes sense. So this person in the future is then going to try to come at you in a friendly manner. Sometimes you'd probably be a bit pissed off because it's like they act as if nothing happened, because they're like the Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is like coming to you in a festive ways. I mean, you have the Four of Wands in here too. They wanted to rebuild the relationship again in a fun-based type of stuff, and probably through your friends or mutual friends in common and try to get in touch with you, or they just want to be reaching out to you in a very, very friendly, as if nothing happened type of way. So there is no Pentacle, there is no Cups, there is no talking about like I'm sorry or whatever that is, no. But it's much more like festive thing. And you guys are like, really? For some of you, though, it's like, for some of you, there's also a possibility that they have heard of something that is going on in your life and they're like, oh, wow, now I feel bad for them. It's not because of them, but it's just like something else. You probably like your friends or your families or your works or what have you. Like you do have like a little bit of obstacles in there and they heard of it and they feel bad because they still care for you, to be honest. They still care for you and they're going to be like, oh, wow, I feel bad. And they're just going to be asking you about that, in which you're going to be like, I needed you to ask me about that in the past, not in the now, not in the future. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So there are two scenarios coming into you, Aquarius. One is like somebody who is just going to act as a friend or act like nothing happened. And to some of you, there's somebody who is going to come into your way, you know, the person that I just described earlier, and they're going to be coming to you because they have heard that you went through something. And how you're going to react on it is like impassive, like very, very passive, like, oh, thank you, yeah. But if they were ever to dare approach you in emotional matters, like, oh, so how, you've moved on, do you still care about me, and all that stuff, you're like, what the fuck do you want? You're like the 5 of Wands. Like, I've really put in some times to get to where I'm at, to be stable, to find comfort in my solitude and all that stuff. Why are you here now? Like, why is this? And you feel like you're not sorry with what you did to me. You don't feel that you actually acted harsh and cold towards me in the past, was not hurting me or anything like that. So you'd be having this conflict. And what are you guys going to do? 7 of Pentacles. You're just going to be turning your backs from this relationship and just basically going back to what you're doing right now. So anything that you find comfort in right now, probably your work, probably vacationing, or probably food, or probably books, or binge watching something, or whatever that is, you're just going to be reverting back to that, you know what I mean? Because that's your comfort right now. So that is it if you guys are dealing with one person, okay? But if you guys are dealing with one person and you're single and ready to mingle, and you actually make effort into dating, because if you don't make effort, nobody is going to, you know, magically appear inside of your room, just so you know. I feel like even in the future, you know, in this month of January, relationship is not really what you'd want to be pursuing, because you're just so busy with your comfort zone, you know? Like, you find comfort in there with whatever it is that you do to distract your thoughts from this person. You find comfort in that, and you get too comfortable in that. You do have people approaching you, you do have people try to build something for you, you do even have friends who are interested in you, but you're like, yeah, not really interested. I'm sorry, but I'm just not really interested in a relationship or even dating right now. I just want to find my solitude is actually sweeter than being in a relationship with people who are harsh to me. You know what I mean? So that's that. So that is if you guys are only dating one person. So if you're dealing with one person, your reading ends now. Now we're moving on to if you guys are dealing with 2 people. So if you guys are dealing with 2 people, person B is somebody who's been very, very harsh towards you, and they're very, very, like, they're harsh. They hurt you so bad, and you've healed from it. Yes. And now you find your comfort. This person is kind of like brewing inside of them, because they feel like, oh, wow, like Aquarius is unbudged. This can be happening. Like, I really want Aquarius to notice me doing this to hurt them. Like, something of that energy, if that makes sense. But you're unbothered. Like, you're just not bothered. You don't care anymore, you know? You don't really care anymore. You've successfully distract your thoughts enough so that you don't care anymore. So in the future, this person is just going to come around to you as if like friends, or they're trying to get in touch with you through your friends or whatever, or your family members or what have you, but they're trying to gonna do that, and you're like, what the hell does this person want? You're like the 5 of Wands. It's gonna irk you at some point, because you've managed to successfully traveled all this far to find your comfort, and this person has the audacity to do this again to you. You're not going to be accepting this in January. So that's person A. How about person B, Anisa? Person B is just somebody that you probably met through work, or somebody that you kind of like because they share the same intellect as you, or same interest as you find the same common ground. But this person has always been self-sufficient, and this person is very, very picky and choosy as well. So with this person, it's like you're serious, but you're not also serious. You're just going to give time. You're just let go with the flow, and this person is so busy weighing the pros and cons of being with you or being not with you. In the future, this person is going to get much into their fields, but again, because January is not really the month where you're really focusing on a relationship, so I don't see you actually making any type of move towards this person, except with the Hangman. You know, Hangman is just like, oh yeah, wait and see. I'm trying to understand you, I'm trying to study you, but it's like, I'm not in a rush. I'm not really in a rush to have a commitment. I'm not really in a rush to do something. So we'll just wait and see what happens, okay? Okay then, so I think that is it for my reading for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for, and I hope you have a really great week ahead. All right, guys, bye-bye. Have a great day. I love you.
If I love you and you love me, let's plant a seed, watch it grow into a tree, baby. Why don't we grow some nectarines, baby? Why don't we grow a little